Good evening. I am going to drain my final drive oil on my PC800. It's very easy, as I've read. I've never done it. You just come down here and that's the drain, and then that's where you fill it. So I'm going to open up the fill first, because if I drain it all and I can't put it back in, that would be bad. But yeah, I'm just going to use, it says to use hypoid gear oil. You can read it right there, hypoid. So the GL5 is the right stuff. So you can use SuperTech. This is 8090. API GL5. I also have some of this Master Pro I think I got from O'Reilly's. Once again, it's GL5. So when you look it up, GL5 is what is recommended for hypoid gears. So you might not have anything on the bottle that says hypoid, because if you do, you probably paid an extra 10 bucks for it, because there's a little picture of a motorcycle and it says hypoid, but the GL5 is fine. So I'm just gonna put a little shop rag through there, just in case. I don't know if that's gonna even want to stay very well, but I'll push it against it like that. So if anything kind of drips weird, I don't want to get it all over my tire. This is a 17 millimeter. Okay, so that's good to know. It was nice and full. It wasn't pouring out, but some came out. You're only supposed to fill it just to that very bottom where a little bit comes out. So I'll let that drain completely in case I need to move the whole container a little bit into the front based on where it starts draining out from there. Okay, we're good enough on the dripping. 6 millimeter hex. Oh, beautiful. It's just going straight down. I don't want to say anything yet, but you know how maintenance things can go. Man, you know, honey, it'll take me 15 minutes. I'll be right back. Don't worry, I'll be in time for dinner. 6 hours later, 3 trips to the store trying to find new parts. But I am pleased with this so far. It's looking like it's as easy as it's supposed to be, so pleased as punch. And FYI, this washer was just kind of stuck right here. I thought it looked kind of funny. So then I checked it and was like, okay, wait. So off camera, I checked it, and I didn't want you guys to be wondering. There is a washer with that 6 millimeter hex. So we're looking good. It's about all drained. So, and just so you guys know too, I rode this around for 40 minutes. So it was nice and warm, nice and everything was lubed up and ready to spit all the bad stuff out. So also it takes about 5 ounces to fill it roughly, but I'm just going to put that hex back in and then fill it from the larger area there. Okay, so I got that pretty. Wiped it all off. Wiped that all off. It's looking good. Put that in there. A little bit more drained out. Wipe it. Get that started in there. And these were not super hard to open. So I am not going to crank too much on these. That is probably plenty. And these containers have a little tip like that. I'm just gonna cut some of the top. I'm just gonna use a utility knife like this, and I'm just gonna cut. Oh, and I'll just dump a bunch of it all over. So that was cool. But, you know, as long as it's going easy and there's no problems, you might as well squirt oil everywhere. But I wanted to make a real video so you guys can see what really happens. Okay, so I've got about, I don't know, 15 ounces in here. I'm just kind of squeezing the bottle. It's hard to know. I think this is just going to take a little bit of time. I don't know if that actually got any in there at all. That did. That got a little bit. Maybe about 1 more ounce. Got to be pretty close there. That might be it. Because I'm recognizing here, it looks like the threads might have some in there. Let's wipe that. I think that's probably it. Just for kicks, I'm going to put a little bit more. And I think now for sure we're good, because now it's dripping underneath here. Just a little bit. So I'll leave it for a few minutes. See how much it drips. Yeah, it's still coming a little bit there. But that's good. Now I know that it's not underfilled and it's not pouring out. So that was a good amount. It ended up, once again, it was hard to see. It looked like it started at about 15 and now I'm down to about 10. Yeah, that was about 5 ounces. Okay, gonna clean this cap up a little bit, wipe off all the gear oil from the inside, just so the old stuff is out. And it's been dripping once again, just a little bit more. It's still dripping, but it's just a little bit. So I am going to reinstall this right now. Nice. And before I forget, once again, I'm going to come underneath and wipe all of that, a little bit of the dripping oil, get it out of the way. Last but not least, I will tighten this up. Once again, it was not on there crazy tight and nothing was dripping, so I am not going to put a ton of effort in it to try to reef on it and then break it. So we're good to go now. Thank you for watching. As I do more maintenance on my PC800, I will try to post the videos just to help people out. I know it's always helpful to get a couple different angles from different people. So different people have different techniques, and I'm learning a lot from different Facebook groups. And I've got one of how to put your center stand up and some of the techniques I use. And I almost feel like that's a funny thing to say, but I've heard a lot of people that just, they don't use it because they feel it's too awkward or it's too heavy. And I just think they're doing the wrong technique. So look at my other videos and find that one. And I'll try to explain it pretty well and show what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.